Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for checking back into another Benchmark Benched In podcast. I've got two gentlemen with me here that are part of our sales team. I've got Mike and Adam. A little bit different style of podcast today, but you will definitely get some information out of this. And there's going to be an invitation for you guys to come join us at an upcoming roadshow that we're going to be putting on between Virginia and North Carolina. I think we're going to have 6 to 8 different locations, 6 to 8 cities throughout North Carolina and Virginia, where you guys are going to get to come and take a look at some new construction technology. We are calling it the Benchmark Tool and Supply Construction Technology Roadshow. What you see in front of me, we've got Geo Slam and the Topcon Ln 150 and a GT Series robot. Those are going to be on display at the show, as well as many other products. So, guys, welcome. Thank you for hopping on here, taking time out of your day.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Definitely. So, like we always do with every podcast we've been doing, we're going to go ahead and do some rapid fire questions. Mike and Adam have no idea what these questions are going to be. Kind of meant to get the juices flowing. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get benched in with Mike and Adam. Adam, what is the worst job that you've ever had?
Worst job I've ever had. Pulling weeds.
Oh, that sucks. In North Carolina heat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Summertime in between school. Definitely the worst job.
Okay. Did you work for a landscaping company?
Myself.
So you did it to yourself, basically.
Yeah, had to make a few bucks here and there.
I can appreciate that. Mike, what about you? Worst job?
First one that comes to mind is bussing tables at a seafood restaurant.
Oh, I don't like seafood. So that sounds miserable.
Yeah.
How many dead fish did you scrape off of plates?
Too many to count.
God. Mike, if you had to pick a breed of dog, what would it be?
Lab.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice. Any reason why?
Just got one last year.
Okay.
Like COVID crazy. Finally got a dog.
Fair enough. How's it going?
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's like having a new kid, ain't it?
It is.
Yep.
For sure.
Adam, what about you?
Golden Retriever.
Okay. So
Yep.
Same sort of family. Right on.
Yep.
Any reason why?
I have one. I've always wanted one.
Awesome.
Yep.
Fair enough. Here's a fun one. Adam, what is one thing that the Benchmark family or our listeners may not know about you?
I never played baseball in high school, even though I played every other athletic sport.
Okay. Okay. I mean, that's something. Why didn't you play baseball? Just weren't good at it? Didn't like it?
Wasn't fast-paced enough for me at the time, but I kind of regret that decision now.
As somebody who played baseball and is now playing like adult league slow pitch, it's the perfect speed for me right now. Don't have to really give 100% effort, but, get out there, get a little exercise.
Yeah.
Mike, what about you? One thing we don't know.
Grew up playing soccer, and now I've got 2 boys that are both playing baseball. So
the disappointment on your face.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Awesome.
They enjoy it.
Let's see. Oh, here's a fun one. So working at a seafood restaurant. What's the weirdest food you've ever eaten, Mike?
God, I don't know. Probably octopus legs.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
It's gross.
Don't want to do it again?
No.
Okay. I got my father-in-law. He was it Rocky Mountain oysters? That was for him. Something he's eating.
Yeah.
Adam, what about you? Weirdest food?
Probably comes to a shock to a lot of people, but oysters. Not a fan of oysters.
I'm right there with you. Cannot do it.
Nope. I know that's popular for a lot of people, but not for me.
No. If anybody wants to go to oysters, we'll sit at the bar and drink beer. I'm good with that. Let's see, Adam. If you could live anywhere in the world for a year, where would it be?
Anywhere in the world for a year, where would it be? I'd say I'd pick Florida.
Okay.
On the coast somewhere.
East Coast or West Coast?
West.
Okay. Nice. Any reason why?
Beautiful water. It's quiet. And wind's nice. Love playing golf by the water.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame you. I used to. Well, we won't go there. Mike.
Are we talking to all expenses paid, all inclusive vacation for a year, or like somewhere I still got to work to put food on the table?
This is your fantasy, whatever you want. We'll say all expenses paid.
Hey, put me in the Caribbean somewhere.
There you go. Going on Kenny Chesney on us.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Last question. I ask this to everybody. Mike, best piece of advice you've ever been given, personally or professionally?
If you're going to do something, make sure you do it right.
Awesome. Yeah, solid advice, especially for what we do. I mean, I hate going back out to a site twice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Adam, same question.
Put forth all the hardest work you can do 100%.
Awesome. Both very applicable to what we do. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit more about Mike and Adam. For those of you that have seen them in the field, you can give Mike some hell about fish carcasses and Adam for not playing, whatever, not playing baseball when you were younger. So we're going to dive on in now and kind of talk about what we've got on the table. Talk about, this is Adam's baby. I'm going to call it your baby, the Construction Technology Roadshow. And really the purpose behind it and what we want you guys to learn. How did you get the idea to put on this Technology Roadshow?
Technology is becoming, as everybody knows, very, very popular in the construction industry. It's really hard to do your day-to-day work without it. So we just want to kind of push it out to our guys. We know how busy they are, so that's why we're offering multiple locations to take 30 minutes of your time to come by one of our road shows and just see what we have to offer. We're going to have several products. We're going to have several ones on demo, live demos, scans, software, computer software. But we really just wanted to kind of spread it out all over North Carolina, Virginia, and see what we can accomplish with getting some more customers.
Yeah, and the reason that we wanted to do it, I mean, across both states, is, both states are big, so we know that the construction needs in the western part of the state usually are very different from the eastern part of the state. Mike, you've been in sales for Benchmark for quite a while. How have you seen the construction technology kind of take over, and where do you see it going?
To me, it's still in its infant stages. The sky's the limit for technology. It's driving growth. It's driving efficiency. It's making our customers more productive on job sites. And it continues to change daily. So, it keeps us on our toes and keeps this job exciting. And so, yeah, I see it continuing to grow.
Yeah, for example, we've got at least one new product on the table that's new to the U.S. market. One that was just redone, and Topcon, the GT robots have continuously improved throughout. So, what you're saying is very true just on the three products we've got. So let's go ahead. I want to not make you guys wait any longer. Let's go through where we're going to be and the tentative dates. And some dates are confirmed, some dates are still tentative, but where we're going to be. The first one is confirmed, scheduled for Raleigh. That's going to be October 6th. The next one we're going to have is going to be out in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that's going to be October 20th. And the last confirmed we have is Richmond, and that is going to be October 27th. The idea for these locations is going to be to have them easily accessible for you guys to get to. Adam, I want you to dive in a little bit more about kind of what the plan is for the road show. So I'm coming to the show. I don't know what to expect. How is this going to be laid out for our customers, and what are you hoping they learn from coming to one of the road shows?
We want you to be able to come and go as you please between 9 to 5. And just, these products, they're built for efficiency. So 10 minutes we'll be able to show you what your outcome can be when you have one of these products. So that was the idea behind it. So that way, we know how important your time is. So if you're taking time out of your day to come to this event, we want to make sure we can show you, exactly, what you will be looking for in new technology in your business. So we're going to have some free foods. We're going to have some gift cards to Benchmark. And we'll have some local sales reps there so you can make communication if you haven't met them yet. And then, basically the plan moving forward, if there's anything that we can help you out with as far as proposals, if we need to meet one-on-one to know a little bit more about your company. But we'll have areas there to have that time as well. So, it's kind of an open show. So come through during lunch, at the end of the day, or first thing in the morning, whatever fits your schedule for that day.
Yeah, so cool. So you're going to have sales reps on staff. You're going to have some of the sales managers on staff. And then you're also going to get some free training from our training staff. We're going to be there working through all these products.
Correct.
Cool. Mike, you've been, again, I'm going to say this, been doing sales a long time. How is this going to be more beneficial to our customers than if we just have a sales rep, come knock on your cab door and say, hey, can you talk for a second? I got something to sell you. What's the benefit to coming to this?
The benefit would be, in an hour's time frame, you can get exposure to probably, 6 to 7 different products. So there might be products at this show you didn't even know you needed or or you weren't even interested in, but you come to the show and you see it, and it, opens up some opportunities or things you didn't even know about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also being able to, hear what other customers are doing, and, some social networking with your competitors might help you, realize some different applications you never even thought of.
Yeah, that's
technology.
That's a great point too, because Adam, you said free food, and come hang out, get a bite to eat, meet some new friends and some coworkers or some colleagues in the industry, and maybe bounce some ideas off of people. Awesome. So let's get into products, because I know that's what people really want to know is what's going to be here. What's is it going to be worth my time? So Adam, let's start with one right in front of you, the Topcon GT Series Robot. Mike or Adam, whoever wants to dive in and just kind of run through what this product is, what it does, and kind of what we're going to demo at the show.
I can start, then Mike can add anything. So this is the Topcon GT Robotic Total Station. So it's fully robotic. It's a one-man operation. It's geared towards layout, just typical land surveying. You can also always upgrade to LPS, which is machine control. So its capabilities is whatever you need to use it for outside of GPS. And a little bit more about it. You would pair it up with magnet field takeoff software. Magnet field software, and you can obviously have the whole suite of magnet software as well for your field to office use. There, you can also, I mentioned the LPS setup. It does have range of, you can shoot reflectorless over 5,000 feet. It has also a quick lock feature called the RC5. Mm-hmm. So basically that helps it stay connected on a busy job site based off the infrared on the front of the gun here. So that is an option as well.
Okay.
We highly recommend it with the busy job sites.
Yeah, because as more and more, job sites take on this construction technology, you have more and more signals bouncing back and forth, so connectivity does absolutely become an issue.
Correct.
Cool. Mike, what are we going to be demoing at the shows?
Anything and everything we have there, so whatever they want to see.
Okay.
I'd say with these two instruments, these are both can be used as robotic total stations, so we'll have a sample file loaded in there with a miniature 10 by 10 floor plan, have lines, points, show you how to do different setup methods that you would use on a building job site or a survey site, and be able to collect points, stake points, stake out line work, and just show them the ease and how easily you can use Topcon's magnet field software to basically do any layout application on a job site.
Okay, perfect. And that's one other thing too. You guys keep mentioning the magnet software. We are going to be demoing that as well. So not only do we have hardware, but you're going to be able to take a look at the software that's going to help you guys do the job. So moving on to the Topcon LN150. How do these two differentiate, Mike? What is the main purpose of the LN150?
This is more of an entry level, lower cost robotic total station. It fits into a smaller job site. It's got a working radius range of about 450 feet, where this one you can work within probably 1,000 to 1,200 feet of the instrument. But the nice thing about this is if you're not currently, if you've never been exposed to survey technology, this is self-leveling. It has a laser plumb, so if you're trying to level up over a nail, you can just hit a button on there and it puts a red dot on the ground, so you know when that instrument is set up directly above your survey nail.
That's awesome.
And then you hit another button and it self-levels. So,
is there a certain degree that self-leveling takes place?
I'd say probably plus or minus 10 degrees.
Okay, so nice. That's a lot of room to work with.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do we typically see that are buying these LN150s?
You'll see concrete companies. You see a lot more like commercial HVAC, plumbing, electrical companies that are doing this kind of work on big commercial buildings. Guys that are putting in house footings, septic tanks, anybody that needs to know a location on a job site.
Okay. So, we're not just talking, people see benchmark and they think machine control, but we're diving into the vertical construction, the concrete, HVAC, all the different trades can definitely put this to use. I think we even did a video with RD Graham Electric where they were laying out some of their electric lines. So it's not just for machine control guys. If you guys are in the trades, come learn something.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on. So this is a Geo Slam. It's an awesome new LiDAR scanner that we've got. Adam, you want to dive into the Geo Slam?
Yeah, so it's a handheld scanner. Not only is it handheld, you can put it on a drone, you can put it on your back with GPS, but it's made to do quick scans of an office or any interior work that you may be doing. You can scan and get data in 5 minutes, depending on the scan size that you do. But it's really neat for outside use as well. We use outside of our office. If you've ever been here, and we have some trees that was able to reach the trees just by walking by it. I think the first time it was ever brought in, they did a scan of our showroom and our offices in probably 5 minutes, and was able to process that data. The data processing is 2 to 1. So every 1 minute you're scanning, every 2 minutes the processing is. You can sit over a control point if you're ever having to do a full loop and you need to establish a certain point. You have the ability to do that as well. But it's quick and easy. It's architects could use it. Any interior work, remodeling work, anything you need previously.
Yeah, and I know the big thing with the Geo Slam, right, is loops. You got to work in loops, got to close the loops. Mike, anything you want to add about the Geo Slam?
The big advantage I see with it is that it's a mobile scanner. So historically, scanners have been mounted on a tripod, and you have to shoot targets or shoot a backsite to orient yourself and get everything relative to the different scan locations. Where this, it's a mobile scanner. You're walking around. It does you have to close a loop out to get everything to tie back together.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what makes it so much more of an efficient data collection tool, is that it's mobile. You're not setting it on a tripod, leveling it, back-sighting, shooting targets.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the exciting part about it. You're taking that data collection time and taking it to a tenth of what it used to be.
Right, and not only do they have a handheld, but I believe they also have a backpack version.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, where you can literally, I think the handheld piece comes off and you strap this to a backpack with a receiver on it. Yeah. And you get GPS-corrected laser scans.
Right. Yep. You can attach a GPS receiver to the top of the backpack.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what else are we going to have there? I think the one thing that I don't have on the table right now is going to be Ideg. You guys want to dive into what Ideg is real quick?
Yeah, it's a two-dimensional system that can be put on either a Mini X, is kind of the big target market there, but also it can go on any size excavator. It's based all off of, your current situation. So if you're doing septic tanks, for an example, you can put the teeth right where you're starting to dig. You can put whatever the dimensions of the area you need to dig. So if you need to go 10 foot deep, 10 foot out, you can do that. And you can dig that and stay right on target based off of the LED screen. And the system does all that for you. It uses sensors that are all wireless, that are actually solar charged. So anytime it's out of the box and it's hooked on the machine, or just if you need to charge them over the weekend, you can set them on your porch. But they hold a very, very long charge. So anytime that they're out of the box, if you're working 5-6 days a week, they're constantly getting that charge. That's one nice thing about it. And the only wires is typically, what you're hooking up as far as to the cigarette lighter or to the battery. But it can also work with the laser, especially if you're working with slope. You definitely want to use a laser. Okay. You only have to bench into it, when you move, and you don't every time you go out to dig, you don't have to be lined up with it the entire time. You only have to check in. It takes about 30 seconds probably to move the boom, check into the laser, go back to work.
Okay.
So sweet system, inexpensive, but we'll have a tabletop demo there to where we actually have an excavator arm with the full system on it, and you'll be able to see how it operates.
And to anybody who's watching this, we're not going to have an excavator in the hotel room. So.
Correct. Yeah, demo tabletop. Sorry.
No, yeah, it's a little tabletop, so it's kind of cool. It's to scale, so everything works like it should, but it's much smaller scale, so we can have, like I said, do have a toy excavator arm that you can move, which is pretty cool. Gives you a nice demonstration. But the sensors are on the tabletop demo are the actual sensors that go on the excavator. So, it should give you an idea of just how small the sensors actually are. So we can put those full-size sensors on a toy demo, and it works just the same.
Correct.
Awesome. So I think that's most of the products are going to be there. Guys, thank you so much for coming on and talking about this. I'm really excited for it. I'm going to be there, taking pictures and interacting with customers. I know you guys are going to be there as well. And like they said, there's going to be, demos where you guys can go in and look at it. You can get hands-on. And then some of the sales reps and technical training reps are going to be there. So if you guys like what you see, you went through the demo and you want to learn more and have a little more of a private conversation, we'll have that off the floor where if you guys want to dig into a little bit more product details, you can do that. Of course, we're going to have more catalogs there for products that we don't want to bring in-house that you guys can learn about, that you guys are going to be happy to talk about. With that, I'm just going to leave it up to Adam and Mike. Any closing thoughts that you guys want to leave with the people listening about why they should come or what, why we're doing this?
I mean, come with the mindset of, construction technology. If you've never been introduced to it, this is the perfect opportunity to come and spend 15 minutes and just learn. We want to be able to show you what Benchmark has to offer and just kind of a little bit of our product basket that we carry.
Yeah, and one thing to remember, this is not a set time, and we expect you to come at that time. It's open 9 to 5, so come at your leisure. If it's lunchtime, if you want to come at 3:30, spend an hour and call it an early day, come on, we'll be there. Mike, any closing thoughts for you?
No, I appreciate you setting this up, and I think it's a great opportunity to come in for an hour out of your day and get exposure to all different products and also exposure to Benchmark's entire team. A lot of times customers just see one sales rep. They don't realize that we have a whole service team, a support team, marketing department. So it's nice to get in, meet everybody at Benchmark and see, what we're really trying to do and how we're trying to grow.
Yeah, I love it. Awesome. Well, hey, thank you guys for checking back in on another Benched In podcast. Here's all the information on the screen you need. These are the dates and locations, both confirmed and tentative, and Mike and Adam's contact information. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to them. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it.